Kicks it to Gobert. From about 16, Okafor grabs the miss.
You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just one basket away from winning it all.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Here's Hood. Favors with a screen on Smith. In the corner, it's Hayward. All alone. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Cannon kicks to Embiid. Smith outside. Here's Okafor. Another miss by Okafor. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Hood. Here's Favors. And that one's good. Favors has got his first points in this one.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Here's Hood. The Jazz working the ball around now. Nato. Gobert down low. Embiid's there. Here's Hayward. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
The dish to Covington. Embiid with the screen on Hayward. Here's Covington, defended by Hayward. Lets it go with the 3. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay. And you know, Utah might not have finished 500 on the season, but they did finish 500 against the Eastern Conference. Went 15-15 last season.
5 on the clock. Nato. Utah the rebound. Gobert. And it's off the back rim. No good. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Smith kicks to Cannon. Back to Smith. Dishes it to Okafor. Second shot opportunity. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Jazz getting those wins, Greg, out of conference. You were just talking about that. Was a big key for them. Helps them keep pace, Clark, in this rugged Western Conference.
And I thought the Jazz got better and better as the season wore on. They started slowly against the East last year, but won 5 of their last 6 out of conference.
Here's Mack. Pass to Booker. Favors with the screen. Here's Burks. Hands it from downtown. Burks has got his first 3 points of the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
There's the bucket. Good.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
That's good. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
To the left wing. And Noel kicks to Thompson. To the wing on the left. Grant gets a wide open look. Here's Embiid. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team,
Let's take a look at Alec Burks' numbers. Last season's performance for him. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Last year wasn't his best, but he's looking for a bounce-back campaign this season.
Hey, listen, you know, everybody goes through rough patches in their careers, but this guy is highly motivated to make amends.
Carl Landry's checked in for Joel Embiid. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Here's Mack. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Favors passes to Burke. The Jazz with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
There's a screen by Noel. And Derek Favors pulls it down. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Mack dishes to Booker. Out to Favors. The Jazz working the ball around now. Now the feed to Burke. They set the pick. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
From deep three-point range, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. We're at the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year, just get better, keep making strides, and keep getting better in every aspect of my game.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
It's been a point of emphasis, no doubt, to make sure they attack the rim offensively.
I love the fact they're not settling for outside shots. Keep attacking that rack.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Noel is out there with Okafor. Then there's Ish Smith. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Cannon in at the 2 spot. And here's Smith following the 3 from Alec Burks. Here's Okafor. It's deflected. Stepped on the line out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Jazz second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Being one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Cannon kicks to Smith. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Noel passes to Smith. To the left wing. Unloads from 13. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Embiid, he's checked in for Noel. And Utah also making a switch. Rodney Hood's checked in for Burks. Six to shoot. Passes to Covington. Fires the 3. Scored the basket. His second of 2 attempts. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Hayward kicks to Hood. Gobert against Embiid. Gobert dishes to Booker. And Utah again with the bucket.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Feeds it to Cannon. Now here's Okafor. Defended by Booker. Pass to Cannon. Picked by Okafor. It's stolen by Gobert. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Hood kicks to Gobert. To the middle. And Okafor with the block. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Cannon. Defended by Hayward. Embiid the screen. Cannon from long range. Utah with the rebound.
And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
Gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Embiid throws it down.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here. Well, look here at last year in the NBA, where the Jazz ranked. First in opponent points per game, second in second chance points. And they were ranked third in blocks. A good, solid defensive team in the paint.
And the hallmark for this team is that stifling defense. I mean, you mentioned that ranking, lowest opponent's points per game. They just grind teams down and really just took the life out of them.
Stauskas is checked in for Isaiah Cannon. Gobert the screen. Favors with a screen on Smith. Exum kicks to Hayward. Down low. The 10-footer. Another miss by Utah.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Stolen by Exum. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Favors with the screen. Hayward goes in. Misfires after coming off the pick.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's Covington. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Hayward goes in. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Hayward's got it all tied up now for the Jazz. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Smith kicks to Stauskas. Okafor, high post. Here's Covington. Defended by Hayward. Shoots from 14. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last for the Jazz. Alec Burks checked in for Hayward. Shelvin Mack comes in for Hood. And it's Burke in for Dante Exum. 1:19 left in the first half. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
Now here's Burke. Favors with the screen. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. You were mentioning the Jazz, and they grew last year under Coach Quinn Snyder in his first year. You know, Greg, he did the same thing with teams when he was a coach in the D-League.
That's a great point, Kevin. And beyond the growth that the Jazz showed, I think everyone in Utah was pleased with the style of play. I mean, Coach Snyder's got the team back to playing hard defense and really grinding out wins.
And he makes the first. Well, clearly, guys, Trey Burke is a guy who is talent, drafted number 9 overall 2013, grew up in Columbus, Ohio, went to the University of Michigan. But so far, you know, Greg, in the NBA, he's been a bit of a tweener.
And that's a great point. And part of the issue is, you know, he was a scoring guard in a point guard's body. And one thing that happens in college when you're the best player, it's a lot easier. Now you move up to the next level, you have to change what you do on the floor to impact the game. And that's been a challenge for him thus far early in his career.
Interesting. Inside, Noel. Gobert with the block. Now, here's Burks. Not a lot of room. 30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Burke, the pass to Favors. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Jazz have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Landry with the screen. Burke covering. Five on the clock. There's a screen by Noel. Off the pick. Wow, way off on that one. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Jazz lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Without question, Alec Burks displaying his skills today.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Here's Smith. So on the floor for Utah, the forwards are Hayward and Favors, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Hood in at the 2. Embiid dishes to Okafor, and that one is hammered home. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it, Clark.
Yeah.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 6. Shot clock at 2. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And you know, Gordon Hayward was involved in one of the more fascinating NBA draft stories. It started after his father confirmed that Gordon would submit his name to the draft, but would not immediately hire an agent.
Yeah, reportedly, Dad created a highly detailed 2-page questionnaire that he gave prospective agents, which is not something that's typical.
And on the topic of Hayward hiring an agent, it was reported that the questionnaire was just the beginning, and that prospective agents also went through quite a grilling in addition to that. You talk about a thorough process.
First one falls for him.
You know, back to Hayward, obviously his first NBA contract was subject to the rookie wage scale, but his second contract, 4-year max deal. So whatever the Haywards have done as far as agent vetting, it's paid off.
Both free throws good for Okafor. And a minute played as the second half gets going. There's the pass to Favors. Here's Hood. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. To the paint, Embiid with the steal. And here's Smith. Out to the wing. For 3, Covington. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it to Hayward. The 3. And it's Hayward again missing. Gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Cannon, the pass to Smith. To the middle. Embiid, the screen. He feeds it to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Embiid sets the pick for Smith. No one near him. That drops.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. In third, the Jazz.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot blocking numbers.
And Utah making a change here. Booker's checked in. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Hayward right side. Leaner from distance. Another miss by Utah.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Smith outside. He dishes it to Okafor. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's now 6 points for Jahlil Okafor. They set the pick. Neto, and the rejection by Embiid. High arcing shot, and it's blocked. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Okafor with the steal. And they're on the break, pushing it up. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Favors. Jazz trail by 7. Neto covered by Smith, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Derek Favors. Last year, getting it done. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiencies from 3 last year. I mean, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Favors. Both teams deciding to change it up. So he gets them both. Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Smith kicks to Noel. There's a screen by Noel. 4-3, Covington. Can't get it to go. And Utah the other way now.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Neither team a big-time contender in their respective conferences, Greg, but when the teams are fairly evenly matched, it can still be entertaining basketball.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Favors against Embiid. He kicks to Stauskas. There's the dish to Noel. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Dishes to Covington. Back to Noel. To the middle. And Embiid throws it down.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Jazz trail by 7. Last season, the first season of action for Nerlens Noel, officially a rookie after sitting out the 2014 season. He looked good, and he got better as the season was going on.
A great point. I think that year off really helped him grow as a player. Coming into the draft when he came out, he was a guy who I thought had one of the most unbelievable motors I had ever seen. And you know what? Everything he was hyped up to be, he lived up to on the defensive end.
And Utah making a change here. Max checked in. Pass to Noel. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nice ball movement by Utah. Exum kicks to Burks. Another miss by Utah. Gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The feed to Noel. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Nick Stauskas had some great moments on the court last season, guys, but perhaps his most memorable contribution was his nickname of Sauce Castillo. Came out of nowhere, but it stuck with him, and he's going with it. I'd love to hear the story behind that.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Stauskas. Clark, as you were talking about Nick Stauskas, he earned the name Sauce Castile last year. Came about when a bad translation on a Kings game referred to him as that name in closed captioning.
And guys, credit to Stauskas because he read with it, made the most of the opportunity, even launched his own Sauce Castillo hot sauce. And I can't attest to if the sauce is any good, Kevin, but I'm still waiting for a taste test.
I am too. Put it on what? And put it on bread and crackers and hamburgers. Okay, we'll try it. Yeah. We'll try it. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Oh!
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Now here's Burke. Passes it to Favors. Here's Mack. Favors with the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Favors has got 6 in the quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And we've reached the end of the third. The home team, they lead by 9. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Jazz trail by 9. We've got Cannon. Grant is out there with Carl Landry. Then there's Okafor. Burke dishes to Favors. Gobert with a screen for Burks. Right wing. Here's Burke. And good. He nails it. Burke's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Utah. Landry with the screen. Burke covering. Down low. And stolen by Favors. Now Burke. Favors with the screen. Burke, the pass to Gobert.
At the line, Rudy Gobert. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Trailing here by 8. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Smith kicks to Cannon. It's Okafor. It's out the key. Gobert with the block. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And the jam by Hayward.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you
Agreed.
what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Here's Smith after the basket by Utah. Clock at 6. Feeds to Embiid. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 6. To the left wing. Nato covered by Smith. Favors with the screen. Pass to Hood for 3. They get the rebound. Gobert and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Smith kicks to Okafor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Gobert with a screen on Smith. Favors with the screen. Hayward on the wing. Favors at the elbow. And easy 2 points on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here is Smith. Gobert with the block. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Hood kicks to Favors. Can't cash in from close range. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Covington with the bucket.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now here's Hayward. Favors sets the pick for Hayward. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Now here is Smith. He's tightly guarded. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz trail by 6. And the pass to Hayward. Nato covered by Okafor.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Favors. But he recovers it. And Embiid with the block. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Covington. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Kicks it to Hood. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Ladies and gentlemen, game C.
Smith outside. He feeds it to Okafor. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
Team ball. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Smith outside. To the middle. A second chance effort. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors has got 6 rebounds in the game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Okafor. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
.55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Favors with the screen. Here's Hayward. Count it!
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Here's Embiid after the basket by Utah. Just 5 to shoot. Embiid the screen. Covington. Derek Favors with the rebound.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hood dishes to Hayward. And it's rebounded by Covington. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, Ish Smith, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Hayward from outside. Again, the miss by Hayward. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, Isaiah Cannon. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Burke. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Joel Embiid. Right out of the gates, he came out strong, making his first 3 shots and helping establish some offensive rhythm.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, he certainly pulled his weight in the rebound department. His energy and his positioning were fantastic. Forget about everything else he did. His work on the glass alone had a big impact tonight.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.